I'm going to go ahead and start with the patio, since that's the first thing you see when you come up to the door. And I got this little candy corn guy for like $1 at the Dollar Tree. He's one of my favorite things that I have, and I just had to have him when I saw him. He brings a lot of color. And then I have my fall decoration that I'm going to keep up during the fall. He's my little scarecrow guy. I got at Walmart no, actually it wasn't last year, it was a few years ago. And I've had him for a while. He's held up pretty well. And little grocery store pumpkins, because we haven't been to the pumpkin patch yet. And then up here, got little paper bats that the kids made. And we're going to have a lot of those because we had like a stack of black construction paper to work with. And then I've got my pumpkin. You can see the tape. It wouldn't stay on without the tape, but this is my purple pumpkin. It's just like one of those plastic ones, and you just cut out the back. And I put it over my light. It's a lot better without having such a bright light out here at night, and it looks so cool. I'll probably show that later in the video. It's like a really bright purple. And let's see here. I'm trying to not show my apartment number. But this will be here after Halloween's over as well. My little scarecrow, I think I got that from Walmart too, many years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago. And then my welcome mat. It was with my Halloween stuff, but that's actually what I got whenever we first moved here. Never mind the dirty boots. Over here I have my Halloween sign. It's super sparkly. It looks really cool when all these Halloween lights are on at night, and I'll show that later. It's really, I can't stop looking at it. It's so sparkly. And then we got cobwebs. I got those on they were like half price they were already cheap. And they were like half price after Halloween was over last year. And I think next year I might put some indoors too. I got them all the way down the stairwell. And some green and purple Halloween lights up here that will also look really cool at night. Got my candy cane extension cord for Christmas, but it works for Halloween too. I gotta have these lights plugged in. I can't have any mums. I really love mums, and I see a lot of people having them, and they're so beautiful, but they don't really bloom out here. We don't really get sunlight on this patio, so I have to be really selective with the plants that I have. They have to be really shade-loving plants. And you see the dining room. We have more of those paper bats. My nieces and my sons helped me make them, and then I made these tiny ones and dangled them with the dental floss. So they're not exactly perfect, but they work. I actually could have done spiders, I was thinking later on, because it looks like they have like a little web coming down. And then these are two candle holders. They're like the little fall leaves that you go around candlesticks for decoration. And I got those at Hobby Lobby like 8 or 9 years ago. I've had them for a long time, and I just keep reusing them every year. And now that I don't really have candles, I just put them in my little DIY centerpiece that I made out of sticks, and it looks really good that way, I think. And I put a little like ribbon around here that looks like fall. And these are really cool. As long as the kids don't mess with them too much, they hold up pretty well. They look really awesome, I think. They give it like a three-dimensional kind of look. And then up here, I've got that ugly like light fixture that came with the apartment, so I can't do much about it. I was thinking about hanging little ghosts or something from there, like made out of cheesecloth, but I kind of ran out of time. I didn't really have time to do it this week, and I wanted to get the video out. So I just went ahead and got this cloth-like substance from the Dollar General. It was only $1, and it actually looks really good. It's really easy. It fit perfectly. Just some more of the bats. Yep, and they just got taped on. They just got cut out and taped on with regular Scotch tape, and they look really cool. I like how they look like they're like flying out of a bat's den or something. That really worked out. And over here I have some little purple bat lights that I got at the Dollar Tree, and they're just battery powered. They take AA's. They're super cute. They're not very long. I didn't need a very long strand up here. It looks really cool at night. Don't mind the toy gun I have up here. I had to confiscate that from one of the little ones because, I mean, listen, that's obnoxious. Over here I have a candy bowl that does not stay out all the time because candy has been stolen multiple times already by my 4-year-old niece and my son. They're about the same age, so they both like to get into trouble together, and they will both conspire to steal this candy, and I will find it all over the floor. And then this was made by my oldest niece, and it has her name on it. I don't even think she made that at school. She just kind of like came up with that herself, or I don't know where she came up with it, but she just brought it to me and she was like, look what I made, and it's super cute, little pumpkin, just made out of like regular spiral notebook paper. And up here I've got my October little calendar, and then over here is actually, believe it or not, kind of a coincidence, because my husband went out and got like purple hand soap, and then later he got dish soap because we needed some more, and it turned out perfect because the purple and orange kind of goes with the whole Halloween theme, so that worked out pretty well. And then over here I've got my little wax melt burner, and right now I've got Magic Pumpkin. I like it a lot. It's really strong. If you ever get this at Walmart, the Magic Pumpkin, it's only a couple dollars, but it really works. It will make your whole house smell like Magic Pumpkin real quick. So I don't keep it on all the time because that would be a little bit too much, but it looks really cool. I like that it's black. Really Halloween-like. Over here I just keep like a whole lot of different wallpapers from my computer. We have our computer hooked up to our TV, that's how we prefer it. And I just have like all these Halloween wallpapers, and I change out my wallpapers with the season, and I put them on a slideshow where they're like a minute apart. And it's really cool. The kids will just be in here like staring at it sometimes because there's some really cool pictures. I'll search in my downtime whenever I'm really bored. It's really fun for me to collect wallpapers, I guess. They don't take up space in the apartment, so I can totally collect them. And then down here I have these, they're not really Halloween lights, they're just like fall lights. I think they're like, yeah, they're little leaves. And my little dollar store pumpkin. Up here I've got my DIY candle. It's like a candle holder glued to like hurricane glass, I guess is what they call it. And I just put some corn kernels in there and a dollar store candle and some ribbon. It looks really, I think it looks kind of cool. It looks like it's worth more than just a couple dollars. And we'll follow along here. This is my most, I think my favorite, but also my most expensive piece of decoration here, and I keep this up. I'm going to keep it up during the fall and Thanksgiving, of course, but it's my big white ceramic pumpkin. It went really well underneath this space because it's kind of a hard space to like decorate. I keep it pretty empty so I can like change it for the seasons, and I keep my Christmas village under here in Christmas, but right now this is going to be here, and it could go up on top, I suppose, but it's really beautiful. Hopefully it's not too hidden away down there. And then up here I just have more construction paperwork. I think I saw it on Pinterest. It was like blood coming out from underneath like a picture frame, and I didn't have any red construction paper, and red would kind of clash with the stuff I already have, so I just did like this black goo, kind of like spooky goo coming out of everything, and so I just put that under there. It was super easy, totally free. Oh, and then up here I have my pumpkin that I got at the dollar store. Another thing from the dollar store. Let me see if I can turn it on. There we go. And it's like doosh, 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 like a strobe. Super cool. I like it. It's very distracting. Over here on the couch I got my little Halloween pillows. Try to get both of them in the same shot. They're just from the Target dollar section. I think they were like $3 or something. Yeah, no, they were $3 each. And they've held up for the last 3 or 4 years, I think is how long I've had them. And right here I've got some squash. They're not really pumpkins. I mean, even the little ones are just squash too. But these are just some white squash that my mom's neighbor grew in her garden, I believe. And instead of eating them, I just put them in this bowl right here for a nice centerpiece. I think it's a lot better than having like the nuts and stuff. Like last year I had a bunch of assorted nuts and a nutcracker you can eat yourself, but it kind of made a big mess, and I was afraid of attracting mice this year, so I didn't want to risk it, and I think these look really good. And then up here I've got this garland from the Target dollar section again. I think these were also $3, and they're these leaves I made several years ago. I just kind of like drew them out on construction paper and painted them with some craft paint that I had laying around. And they have held up for several years as well. I guess because I just am really careful about how I store them. And they used to be like 3 or 4 separate strands that would just hang vertically down from the ceiling. But I just went ahead and roped them all together and did it on my mirror like this. And I think it's a lot better. Right here we've got a bunch of spiders. and they were just another black construction paper project. They were super easy. We did it along with the bats, and this one was missing a leg. That's okay. This is one that I made. This is one that my niece made, and this is another one that I made, and everybody says he looks like a crab, and he does. He's a crab spider. It's okay. Some spiders do look like that. Coming into the guest bathroom, the only thing that I did in here was just put like little spiders in the soap, because I've seen that going around on Pinterest a lot, and I thought that's easy. And we already had some of those little spider rings. Move them around. Thankfully, the soap's kind of watery, so they move. But yeah, that's a pretty cool idea. The kids love it. They actually are more excited to wash their hands now, oddly enough. So thankfully, they're not scared of the spiders. And I've heard this called, this is like a little cozy corner, and I can't get all of it in the shot. Here we go. But yeah, that's my little corner right there. I got little spiders from the Target dollar section again. And these leaves are from the dollar store, along with the little sparkly branches sticking up out of them. And I'm just going to take the branches out when Halloween is over. That way they'll still be fall themed, and I'll keep my little pumpkin. I think it was like 75 cents at Walmart or something. It's just foam. And thankfully the kids have mostly left it alone. Don't mind the lack of lamp. We had an accident with our lamp shade, and we still need to get another one. I've been kind of picky about it, so I haven't picked one out yet. It looks kind of like cheap right there. But. And then I'll show you a closer look of my spiders. They're so cute. I love them. They're great. Everything goes together really well. And this vase down here is one that I normally keep like pink or white kind of fake flowers for the summer. Or like, I'll change them out with the holidays. I'll look closer at this cute little pumpkin. He's super sparkly. There's not good lighting in this hallway at all, so hopefully this kind of brightens it up a little bit. And then coming into the bedroom, I have these orange lights. They could have gone outside, but I already got some outside, and I wanted some like mood lighting in the bedroom anyway. That sounds kind of weird. But I just wanted something in here as well, and the orange is really cool. It looks really awesome with all the lights off. I'll show that later as well when I show what everything looks like at night. And this picture looks like it could be for Halloween, but I've had this up here, and I've had it for years. I got it at an antique store in Oklahoma, and I just love her. She's super cute. It's just a little plastic frame. And then Ramon's got his Skyrim map right there. I need to get like a Middle Earth map, because that's my thing. I want to have something up there. I have a few Middle Earth maps. I need to get them up. And then down here, you can't see any of it right now, but these are purple lights. They were like the dollar store strand, so they're super short. And I thought that whenever I brought them back, they'd be a lot longer. And it was literally like a couple of feet long, maybe. So it went right here, and it actually works really well with the orange lights at night. That also looks really cool at night. Right here, this is my creepy little kind of rough artwork that I did about a nightmare I had. I had another picture in here that was a little more colorful that I painted, but I thought, hey, it's Halloween, and that thing's just sitting in a box in my sketchbook. It should just be displayed, because it's creepy and spooky. It can totally be Halloween decoration. So, I mean, you can make your own Halloween decoration if you want. But, yeah, I think in my nightmare, those two girls were asking me to go to a party, and then, like, all these, like, ghosts went into my house. It was like a creepy dream. It was just kind of spooky. It wasn't really a nightmare. So I just decided to put that out. The thing that really went up in my youngest son's room are these little skeletons. I knew he couldn't really hurt himself with them or, you know, tear them up too much. They were basically free. We went to a birthday party last year where somebody had a piñata, and their birthday was kind of close to Halloween, so they had all these cool little Halloween, like, Jeep toys in there. And so I just strung them up on some string, and they look pretty cool. He likes his little skeletons, and they're up high enough to where he can't really mess with them, so that worked out. Son's room, he's got his little skeleton that he wanted to put in his lamp, because we liked the whole, like, the spiders and stuff. So his little skeleton is so cute. I like all his teeth. So he's got that. That's really the only thing he was interested in doing in his room. And all of these lights, by the way, I should say, are not on all the time. I have them on for illustration purposes. That would be insane. Hey, Vigo. That would be a lot of electricity. You want to tell them goodbye? You want to say that's it? That's all we've got? I'll go ahead and show the night footage with all the lights here in a little bit. That would be coming up next. about wraps it up for my Halloween home tour. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. If you did, just hit the like button, and if you want to see some more like home tour for the holidays type of videos, just leave me a comment. I have a lot going on Christmas. I go all out. It would be a really long video because I have a lot of decorations, but if you want to see more of those, just let me know, and I hope that you guys have a really happy Halloween. Bye.